Hey everyone, HaoleScott here, and today I'm going to cover Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny on the ukulele, the best instrument in the world. There's no housekeeping for this one. I'm going to try to keep it under 7 minutes, but I don't think that's going to happen. It's an in-depth song. It's not a difficult song, it's just one that's going to take a lot of practice and a lot of explanation. The song is broken down into these kind of phrases or sections, and they almost exclusively start with an F chord, which is really nice because you can always figure out where you are. Also, which makes it really nice, is you can play this song in almost any order. You can play this song, you can repeat whatever sections of it that you like as many times as you want, and you can make the song as long as you want or as short as you want, and it still sounds very good. So let's go ahead and get started with this. Make sure your dog has fleas. My dog has fleas, so that's a good day. Okay, so this section here is going to be 4 chords with a little bit of picking. And it's going to be an F, a D minor, a G minor 7 flat 5, and a C. Now that sounds pretty daunting, but it's actually not. So we're going to play our F chord, and we're going to play just a basic F chord. There's nothing fancy about this. First finger, 1st fret, 2nd string. 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. And that's our F chord. It's going to sound like this. Our strumming through the entire thing is going to go just like that. So from our F, we're going to go to a D minor, which all we have to do is drop our ring finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string. And then we're going to play that G minor 7 flat 5. Big chord, big name, super easy chord. Bar the 1st fret, first 3 strings, and leave the 4th string open. Just like that. And then we're going to play a C, which is a 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 1st string. And when we play that, we're only going to hit that one string, that one strum, I should say. And then we're going to come down to the 8th fret, and we're going to go 8, 10, 12. And so we're going to go with our middle finger, we're going to put that on the 8th fret, and we're going to hit it and then slide it to the 10th fret. And then we're going to drop our pinky finger on the 1st string, 12th fret. So that's going to sound like this. And that entire section is going to sound just like this. So the next section of the song is going to be an F minor 7, a D minor 7, and that G minor 7 flat 5 again. And then a little bit of picking to go along with that. And so our F minor 7, we're going to bar this 5th fret. Okay? And we're going to drop our pinky straight onto the 1st string, 8th fret. Okay, so it's going to go, and then we're going to go to our D minor over here, and then we're going to just drop our finger, our ring finger, our pinky finger, on the 3rd fret, 1st string on a C. And then we're going to play that G minor flat, or G minor 7 flat 5. Okay, so that's part it's going to sound like this. And we're just going to strum that twice. And then we're going to do a little bit of plucking, and most of our plucking is going to be on the bottom 2 strings, or strings 1 and 2. And so we're going to, as we have this covered already, our 1st fret on the 1st string, we're going to go hit that, and then drop the 3rd finger on the 3rd fret. Okay? And then we're going to slide everything up to the 4th fret, or be in the 4th position. And we're going to put our 1st finger on the 1st string, 4th fret. And we're going to take our 3rd finger and put it on the 6th fret, 2nd string. And pluck those 2. And then slide everything down 1 fret. So we're now on 4 and 6. We're going to be on 3 and 5. And then we're going to slide this down from 3 and 5 to 1 and 3. Okay? So that's going to sound like... Okay? And all together, that's going to sound like this. Okay, so the next section is going to be an F add C, a D minor, and a G minor 7 flat 5, that one. And there's going to be a little bit picking on in 2 spots here. So what we're going to do is we're going to play an F, garden variety F, and we're just going to drop our pinky finger down on the 1st string 3rd fret down on a C. That's an F add C. And we're going to go... We're just going to hit it that one time, and then we're going to lift up this finger, this pinky finger, and pluck the 1st string, and then slam it back down. We're going to hammer it on and then pull it off. Like that. Okay? And it'll take some practice to get this motion, but the effect in the song sounds really good, and it should be used. Okay? So we're going to go. And then we're just going to pluck the 2nd string, and we're holding that F so that that's 1st fret, 2nd string is covered. And we're going to go right into a D minor, so we're going to drop that ring finger and then play that G minor 7 flat 5. And we're only going to hit that one with one strum. And then everything that we do now we're going to do on the 2nd string. And we're going to go, for the most part, we're going to go 1, 3, 5. We're going to slide it. And we're going to go back to that 1. But rather than go back to that 1, I like to just go to an F chord. And it just kind of gives it that full sound. And so that's really going to sound like this. And it just kind of bleeds right into the very next section. Okay, so we're at this F, and it's going to go into a B flat, which you're just going to bar the 1st string, the 1st fret, and you're going to put your 2nd finger on the 2nd fret, 3rd string, and then your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 4th string. Back to an F. And then you're going to play an F7 add C. Okay? And so when I'm playing this F to B flat to F, I've already got the base of my F7 add C already here, in that I'm already playing an F. I'm going to play this, and then I'm going to drop my 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, 3rd string, and then I'm going to drop my pinky finger on the 3rd fret, 1st string, on that C. And so that makes that really nice transition. So it's going to go from F, and that's what it's going to sound like. Now this section we're going to do a bunch of sliding, and this explanation of this section is going to take a little bit. I'm going to tell you that whenever you're sliding up and down the fretboard, just like driving a car, look where you want to be, not where you are. So if I'm going to slide from the 1st fret to the 5th fret, which I am, as I'm on the 1st fret plucking that 1st note, I'm going to look to where I want to be, and then when I go ahead and make that motion, I will naturally stop where I want to be. If I try to do it on the fly, then inevitably I'll be one of 3 things. I'll be either flat, sharp, or right on the money. But if you look before you move, then you'll move to the right spot. So for this, we're going to go and start with our 2nd finger, right? And then our middle finger, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to put that on the 1st fret, 1st string. And there's a reason why I'm doing this. So we're going to pluck this, and as we pluck it, I'm going to look to the 5th fret. and slide it up there, right? I'm going to hit it up on the first, when it's on the first fret, and slide it to the 5th fret. And from here, I'm going to make this G chord. It's actually a B flat, but if you can play a G up here in its normal position, that's going to be the exact same form, but we're just going to call it a B flat because we're further up the fretboard. So it's going to go, okay? And then we're going to do the 12, 10, 8 on the first string. Okay? And that might be something that you want to practice to figure out which fingers you actually want to use. But when I'm at the 5th fret, so I slide from here, and notice I'm already looking down where I want to be. I don't need to look at the 5th fret to strum this. I can strum it just fine. So I go, and then I look where I want to be, and I end up playing a B flat minor 6. Big long name. I'm going to take my first finger and put it on the 4th fret, 1st string. My 2nd finger is going to be on the 5th fret, 3rd string, and my 3rd finger is going to be on the 6th fret, 2nd string. Okay? And then from here, I go right back to that 12, 8, 10, and then I hit the 4. Okay? So that's going to sound like... Now from here, I'd go ahead into an F add C. So I play that F and I add my C. And I kind of just put a little pause there. And I put a little pause in this next phrase, and I play the entire thing on the 1st string. So it's going to go 5, 3, open, 1, 3. And it's going to have a little pause there, so it's going to sound like this. Like that. Alright? Okay, so from that little pause, I'm going to go back to almost identical that same phrase or section where I'm going to slide from the 1st fret to the 5th fret down to the 12th fret. So I'm going to again use my 2nd finger. And so that's been identical up until this point. What we're going to do now is going to play a C7 and then an E sharp 7 and then a C7. And to do that, I go from here and I just bar the 3rd fret and I put my 2nd finger on the 2nd fret. And I make that strum there, and on that last one I slide it all the way to the 7th fret and I keep the exact same form. So it's going to go. And then I slide it back to the C7. And I do a little pause, and from that pause I go into the 8, 10, 12. Like that. So this next section I'm going to repeat a different section that we've already played, so it's not going to be that difficult at all. We're going to play the F minor 7 to that D minor 7 to the G minor 7 flat 5 to that little phrase with the 1, 3, 4, 6, 3, 5, 1, 3. Okay, and then from that section we're going to play something that we've already played. We're going to go straight into the F add C with that hammer on pull off, D minor, to that G minor 7 flat 5, and then go straight into an F chord. And then we're going to go back to that G minor 7 flat 5. And then either hit that C or strum that C. Doesn't matter. And then from here, we're going to go to the 8, 10, 12, that slide again. And then we're going to end this entire song with an F minor 7, one nice, crisp strum. Now we're going to do the play along and put it all together. And there you have it. Sleepwalk by Santo and Johnny on the ukulele. I hope you enjoyed the play along. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial. If you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button. Until next week, love each other.